Welcome back. Flex is a stock which is on our radar. It's gained close to about 5%. This is after a US patent was granted to the company's film manufacturing arm, Flexi Films. The patent has been issued for a period of 20 years. Rajesh Bhatia, the global CFO of the company, joins us on the phone line. Mr. Bhatia, afternoon. If you could just walk us through a little bit more on what this patent is, the significance and the opportunity for Flex.
Okay. Good morning, first of all. I think this patent is really demonstrates the Flex, continuous endeavor to keep on working on the various new products in its, portfolio. And this is really great finding and development by Flex, which has now got patented. We are basically addressing here the pharma market, not only in India, but worldwide. And, currently we are using the pharma blister packaging is using nylon and PVC along with aluminum sandwiched in between the two layers, which are not environment friendly.
Okay.
And even, in fact, in India, NGT has already issued an order banning the use of the PVC. But, till the time there is a substitute available.
Okay.
But this development will substitute the PVC, as what we have used is the polyester film on the bottom as well as on the top, and in the middle we have a 50 micron the aluminum film, and we have tested, and it gives a better product. All the barrier properties what were earlier being achieved through a combination of nylon, aluminum, and PVC, they are better in this.
Right.
So I think globally, if we see currently the blister packaging market is about $22 billion. India currently the market size is about 18,000 to 20,000 tons a year.
Okay.
And we will have to work for it, because when we go to all these pharma companies, they have their
Mr. Bhatia, clearly, just going by what you're saying that this is throwing up a big opportunity for you all going ahead. That's your belief in terms of blister packaging. If you could give us a few numbers, sir, as you're speaking to us, clearly the street and your shareholders believe that this is the big opportunity. That's why your stock is up close to around 5%. Give us some numbers. What kind of revenue can this throw up? Maybe in FY20, in FY21, and you were talking about 18,000 tons in India. What kind of of this market share can you take? Can you take a 5% market share, a 10% market share?
I think we are with this patent, because nobody else has a substitute for PVC and nylon, replacing it with this structure what we've got patented. I think we'll be looking at a market size in excess of 50% in India.
50%.
Okay. What is your production capacity?
So currently we have some capacity in our existing business to take care of this. But I think we require a very minimal investment, say a couple of 100 crores, maybe about 200 crores to, as and when we ramp up the capacity utilization from India.
What's the asset turn? 200 crores if you put in, what kind of revenues does it throw up?
So I think we can, if we target about, out of the, say about 8,000 tons market, it should give us a top line of about 900 crores.
Okay. But
I'm sorry, 500 crores.
Okay. So it has a potential of 500 crore, but you will be using your existing assets to service this, right? So there will be a revenue loss.
Largely, yes.
So there will be a revenue loss, or were you sitting with idle production capacity?
We have some production capacity in our packaging business currently. That's
which is idle currently.
Yes.
Okay. Have you already spoken to pharmaceutical companies? Have you already secured any sort of contracts which can assure revenues?
So I think now is the time to go to them, because, we didn't want to really disclose as to what we are doing. And so that, we're not caught unaware by any competition trying to replicate the same thing.
Yeah.
I think now it's the time when we go, they test it out, and that's how the thing goes. I think it will take about 6 to 9 months for us to get approval of all these companies, and we'll surely work towards that. But India is a small market. I think I will be eyeing global markets on this.
So, Mr. Bhatia, safe to say that last year did around 6,700 crores. You're saying this will throw up an opportunity of around 500 crores. So you're
in India.
Yeah. So you're in India. And on the whole, how much would it be?
On the whole, it could be we can look at about to begin with about in the next 3 years about say $1.5 billion of additional revenues coming our way.
$1.5 billion
with only 200 crore of excess capex.
Yeah. No, I think for that we'll need some more numbers.
Yeah, Mr. Bhatia, you're currently doing $1 billion of sales, and you're saying that it'll go up by another $1 billion.
Yeah, you're right that this
in the next 3 years.
Huge potential.
Okay, in the next 3 years.
Offers a huge potential. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take that point. Then margins will be, I guess, in line in what you're doing currently, or it'll be a little.
Margins
bit
would be about 15% or so.
All right.
In all the matured businesses.
All right.
So I think that should stay.
Mr. Bhatia, since we have you with us, also wanted to ask you about BOPET pricing. Crude oil prices have crashed, so we would see that there will be movement on BOPET pricing as well, on your selling price as well as on your input cost. Are those spreads maintained? The last time you joined us, you told us it was at around 45 to around 50 rupees. Is that holding out, or has there been some kind of contraction there? Gross margin spreads.
As I told you earlier, November was a bit, a month which was not so strong as the prices were falling constantly. So the customers were staying away from buying huge quantities, and that led to some price correction. But coming December, I think everything is streamlined back to its normal ways. And stability has come to the markets now after testing 58, 59. It's now about 62. So, there is a complete normalcy in the market, and the current quarter also.
62 is the gross margin spread, is the spreads?
No. I'm saying the crude prices have moved from 58 to about 62 now.
And the spread is at 50 rupees?
Spread for us, there are the normal spread on a normal film, which is 12 micron, would be a bit less.
Okay.
But when we tell you 50, it's a blended of a value add as well as a normal film.
Right.
So I think we'll be able to maintain that in this current quarter as well.
Mr. Bhatia, we'll leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining in. That's Flex. The stock is now up 6%. Get into a break. On the other side, Sumit Bagadia of Choice Broking will join in with a few commodity trading strategies.